I think I'm most excited for the unknown because every day is huge. Every day I don't know where I'm going to end up or what I'm going to do or who I'm going to meet. I had no idea that I'd be meeting the Australian ambassador, and that happened. I was just bantering with someone on Twitter from the embassy who said, "Hey, we'd love you to come in and check out the embassy." And I said, "Yeah, that's great. Can I bring my clothes? Do you guys have a washing machine?" I didn't know I was speaking with the acting ambassador. Yeah. So Twitter's an interesting tool because you never know who you're speaking with. So luckily, I brought my cleanest clothes to meet the ambassador. I even told him that. We had a big laugh about it. But yeah, every day's different. Every day I don't know where I'm going to be. I was going to be on Breakfast Republic, the radio show, and I was cycling in one morning. And right outside the gate of the RTE studios, I got a flat tire. And I was limping basically into the waiting room. And I flipped the bike over. And this is the second time I've ever changed a flat tire. The first time I've changed a tire because I needed to. And then Ray Darcy walks out and he looks at me and I look at him. I'm like, "G'day, mate. Remember me from 3 weeks ago when we had a chat?" And he just kind of looked at me and he was like, "Oh dear God," and just slowly did a back walk out, And it was just kind of really cool, It's like, "Oh, g'day," changing a flat tire at the RTE studios. It's not every day you can do that. So every day's an adventure and every day is scary and every day is really cool. And it's exciting. I didn't know today I'd be eating a massive plate of food as big as this table. I didn't finish it. I'd never want to eat again. The most exciting thing that's ever happened to me was when I got to be a medieval knight with Medieval Armored Combat Ireland. This was the coolest, most amazing, awesomest thing I've ever done in my life. Not every day you can wear full-blown chainmail and metal on your whole entire body and beat the living daylights out of someone else with a sword. And that was amazing. And most weird and bizarre. God, every day's bizarre. I think I've got a few things. I think sleeping on a castle floor was kind of cool. That was fun, on a sheepskin. And it was more comfortable for me to sleep on a sheepskin on the floor in a castle than it was to sleep in a hostel the night before. That was cool. And then, fighting as a knight is kind of really cool. And then, what else have I done? The radio, doing crazy amounts of radio. Or today, eating a massive amount of food. That was crazy. Every day's crazy. Oh, God, yeah. This is the best ever. People are so generous. I love the internet. So I've been invited to about 30 weddings, a funeral, and a nudist colony down in Wexford invited me to go for a dip with them. I said to the guys down there, I said, "Look, thank you so much for the offer. It was very kind. However, I think my body's more suited to warm temperatures." So I politely declined. Oh gosh, yeah. There's been some really cool offers. There's been girlfriends trying to hook me with their brothers, and there's been people saying, "Hey, I'm the best man. I'd love for you to come to my wedding." And I would totally go. There's been some really good potentials. However, a lot of them have been up in the north, and I've been down in the south of Ireland, and it's kind of hard for me to get places. And plus, I think traveling as a female, you need to be a bit smart about it. So I can't just say, "Hey, I'm going to come," and then not have a place to stay, or I got to be safe about it. So I've just been very particular I've been very particular with accepting invites. So yeah, it's fizzled out for a little bit, but I hope for it to ramp back up in a few weeks because I'm actually going to be heading up north soon. So I'd love to go. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I have kind of come up with the conclusion that I'm leaving myself open to the universe. So I don't know what's going to happen after this. There's been so much uncertainty during this that I don't know if I could ever go back to a normal way of life. It's been a real eye-opening experience, you know. You don't have to be normal to exist, and I think a lot of people forget that. So I think I could go back for a very brief moment, but I don't think I will ever be the same person as I was before I started this. So I can't really answer it. I'm very open to anything that's out there. So if the universe says, hey, come to Europe and work here, sure, I'll do it. Or, I don't know, if you end up on a boat somewhere and traveling around and doing something like that, sure, I'd do that as well. I'm just very open to any adventures that may be, because people keep saying to me, like, this is an adventure of a lifetime, but I actually don't see as this being an adventure of a lifetime. I see my life as being an adventure of a lifetime, and I treat it as such, and I think, you know, I got to keep going with it and just see what happens. And if I eventually get tired, then maybe I'll go back to normal life again, but at the moment I'm not tired. So you can follow me on a whole gamut of different social media platforms. So I'm most active on Twitter. You can find me also on Facebook, Instagram. All you have to do is do a search for Tara Australis. So I'll spell it for you. It's TARAUSTRALIS. Or if you want to just do a search for the hashtag, and I'm just using AroundIrelandOnAPushie, all one word, you might be able to find it that way.